Tonight on Newsbeat.
Students share their frustration over increasing gas prices.
LSU says goodbye to a law library fan favorite.
And senior entertainment reporter Gracie Guillot sits down with the current Miss LSU, Remi Landry.
All this and more, your Newsbeat starting now.
Welcome to Wednesday Newsbeat. I'm Cassidy Taylor.
And I'm Mila Fair, and on Wednesdays, we wear pink.
LSU gymnast Kaitlyn Chio has officially earned SEC Gymnast of the Year. The sophomore is now the 9th gymnast in school history to win the award, with the most recent being Haley Bryant in 2024. Chio is on track of having one of the most dominant sophomore seasons as the Tigers look to compete in the first round of the NCAA Regional on April 2nd.
And gas prices are skyrocketing. Cass, I feel like more than now, every time I'm touching the pump, I'm reaching for more money for more gas. How about you?
Same, I definitely agree. It's so hard being a full-time student and having to pay for my own gas. I'm just like, oh my gosh.
Listen, I can fully agree. And as of right now, gas prices are at an estimated $4 across the globe. According to GasBuddy.com, prices haven't skyrocketed this high since 2022. President Trump says he believes the U.S. and Iran will come to terms on an agreement that will promote unity between the two countries. Consumers hope to see gas prices drop as the conflict comes to a close.
My current standpoint on the current gas prices are they're very high. I mean, $3 for a gallon. I mean, before we went into this war, it was almost $2.50 per gallon. I mean, $50 to fill up my truck, that's a little too much.
Students hope to start to see some relief at the pump within the next couple of weeks.
While spring is rolling around, you might want fall to come sooner, as there have been recent updates on when construction is coming to a close at University Lake. Restoration duties have been in session since the summer of 2023. During the process, May Street was being upgraded with a new bridge since the summer of 2025. May Street became closed due to an issue with the sediment as a foundation for the structure. After they finish construction, they will move equipment from University Lake to Campus Lake behind Herget and Miller Hall. Project manager Mark Goodson said that they are looking to reopen May Street hopefully by the end of the year and University Lake by the end of fall semester.
I think it's awesome. It's going to look way more sound. It's going to have, looks like it's going to be more people happy. The lakes are going to be pretty with the foliation around.
As construction continues, people can look forward to once again enjoying walks and runs around the lake when it's clear and open.
The Recreation and Park Commission for the Parish of East Baton Rouge speaks on their project to sell unused parks across North Baton Rouge.
Reporter Addison Gonzalez investigates the motives behind this movement.
I'm here at Fortune Addition Park, one of the many parks in the Baton Rouge community that had originally been proposed to sell. After committee discussion of the size and popularity of the park, the sale has now been put back. Other parks like Alexander Street Park, Blueberry Street Park, and Belfair Park are set for closure. The obsolete land project stems from the claim by BREC that they own too many parks and properties to maintain. I spoke to 12-year-old Malachi Carter on how the closures would impact him and other kids his age.
We got water parks, we got jumping places, we got all that stuff. We could probably shut down all the parks. And we still gonna have fun.
While the city does have various recreation centers, statistics show that half of these centers ranked poorly due to lack of air conditioning or age, leaving kids with unsafe play options. Assistant Director of Planning and Development at BREC, Brett Wallace, explains how they intend on making improvements to existing recreation centers based on community input.
Whether that be a playground, basketball courts, pickleball courts, volleyball, whatever that community needs at that location, we'll work with them to see what they would want.
BREC also says that swapping parks for better indoor centers would be positive for the community.
It is a trade-off, but we feel that this is a better service of that community.
The organization says that they are currently scheduling meetings with the community to engage with them in regards to the other 8 properties that are up for sale and will continue to do so.
For Tiger TV, I'm Addison Gonzalez.
If these park closures affect you, make sure you get involved in the community meetings with the BREC, which will hopefully be starting soon.
The LSU Law Center is cutting ties with the money pit. Law students will need to take the stairs. Stay tuned to find out why.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
The freedom to live in safety. That's an American dream.
There's nothing like celebrating a big play. But now, we're celebrating something bigger than sports.
Love, you're mine.
Love?
You're mine.
You're training your mind as much as you're training your body.
For me, just stay grounded. Be with the people who make my mental health better and not worse.
So when you see us hit this, it's a reminder to
love.
You're mine.
Welcome back to Newsbeat. I'm Shanti Jones. LSU law students are used to being greeted by these escalators. But next semester, this entrance will look a whole lot different. I'm here at the LSU Law Library where they're hosting a One Last Ride event. This event allows students to ride the escalator before deciding to replace them with stairs. The decision comes from ongoing technical issues that affects the daily functionings of the escalators. Students are sad to see them go and aren't looking forward to the stairs.
I mean, it is broken like 60% of the time, but I will take that chance to not have to take the stairs. And you can't hear it in the library. And also the first floor of the library is talking. So it's not a quiet floor, so it really doesn't. We even have glasses right there. You can't hear it.
It seems like these students will miss the easy ride going up the escalator. That's all I have. Back to you guys at the desk.
Honestly, at first, I thought this event sounded a little ridiculous, but I'd probably be upset too if I had to start taking the stairs. How about you, Mila?
I can agree. I mean, I'm a little bit lazy, so maybe that's why I'm resonating so much with these law students more and more. But we have definitely been keeping Shanti busy because she was at an event yesterday networking to see how students, especially introverted ones, are stepping out of their comfort zone.
For many students, it comes down to one question: introvert or extrovert?
I would say I'm an introvert. I'd say that before college I was an introvert, but now I'm definitely more of an extrovert.
I would say I'm in between, but I'm leaning towards introverts.
According to research, nearly 40% of students identify as introverts, showing just how common these different personalities are on campus. But experts say it's not as simple as labeling yourself one or the other.
And what's interesting is that introversion and extroversion actually kind of land on a continuum. So there's very few, if any, psychologists think pure introverts or pure extroverts. People just kind of exist on one end or the other, or they can even exist in the middle.
With that in mind, I had the opportunity to see how this plays out in real life at LSU's career fair.
Many students are trying to network their way into a potential job and or internship. But for some, that doesn't come as easy as it seems. Let's ask some students their way of breaking out of their shell for events that may shape their future.
With the manship school, I was able to kind of learn these different networking events, so hopefully I'm not as introverted when I'm introducing myself to people and talking with them.
Like being an extrovert has made me feel like I can get to know everyone
no matter what.
There's a lot of strengths that come with being an extrovert as well as weaknesses, and being an introvert isn't necessarily a bad thing. So being able to assess yourself and realize your strengths within being an introvert to capitalize on those opportunities still.
Events like this reminds us that networking grows with practice. Whether it's to get a job today or build confidence tomorrow, every conversation matters. Reporting for Tiger TV, I'm Shanti Jones.
And experts say introverts often gravitate towards smaller shared interest groups where connections come more naturally. So attending these networking events can be beneficial to those trying to get a little bit out of their comfort zone.
And after the break, I talked with the reigning Miss LSU to find out what the experience has been like for her.
Eyes forward. Don't drive distracted.
Be right there. Wait. Use the shovel and bucket of water, remember? Drown, stir, drown, feel. Then make sure it's cool.
Where'd you learn that?
SmokeyBear.com. Brushed up on some tips before we left. Don't want to start a wildfire, right?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
The freedom to live in safety. That's an American dream.
There's nothing like celebrating a big play. But now, we're celebrating something bigger than sports.
Love, you're mine.
Love?
You're mine.
You training your mind as much as you're training your body.
For me, just stay grounded. Be with the people who make my mental health better and not worse.
So when you see us hit this, it's a reminder to
Love.
You're mine.
Welcome back. I'm Gracie Guillot. This upcoming Sunday, 37 ladies will compete for the honor of representing our university throughout the next year as the new Miss LSU. But first, we unfortunately have to say goodbye to our outgoing queen, and today we're joined with Miss Remi Landry. Thank you for joining me.
Yes, thank you for having me.
You've had such a crazy year. You've been able to visit multiple charity events, be presented at various sports events across campus, and then also compete on the national level. What has this past year been like?
It's definitely been a roller coaster. I've kind of been everywhere, kind of all at once, but a year I definitely will not forget.
Absolutely. And it was your first pageant ever.
Yes.
Which is absolutely crazy. And we were talking before, and a lot of queens, they have certain organizations that they advocate for during their reign. But yours was kind of special and unique.
Yes.
Tell me about it.
So during the kind of beginning stages of my reign, I've been kind of playing around with what I wanted to advocate for and stand for. And that's where I came with confidence in your journey, because I believe that even the average person deserves to be advocated for. So kind of reining in on the fact that you're in charge of your own story and you're writing your own path and no one can tell you otherwise.
I love that. And finally, a new queen will be crowned on Sunday. I know it's happy and sad, bittersweet. What is one piece of advice you would give to that lucky lady?
I would say take it all in. It's going to be amazing, and it's going to be a year you're not going to forget, and you're going to be so proud of yourself.
I love it. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations on an
you.
incredible year, Remi. If you would like to attend the Miss LSU pageant, it will be in the Student Union Theater at 5 p.m. on March 29th, and the link for tickets can be found on the Tiger TV website.
Well, that's all we have for tonight's Newsbeat. Until next time, I'm Mila Fair.
And I'm Cassidy Taylor. Have a great night.